Happy Monday, everybody. So I am here with Erica. We wanted to come on and give you guys a tour in the grocery store because a lot of people do not know how to shop, how to eat. If you're busy, our lives are busy, chaotic. How do you eat and be healthy but don't have high sugars, high carbs? You wonder why you can't lose the weight. Well, we got bikini season coming in. Everybody is looking to lose the weight. So Erica and I are going to take you through. We are in Kroger. Okay, so we'll start here really for like pastas and almond butters that you want to cook with, sugars that you want to cook with. So in this aisle is almond butters. So if you are looking to do a recipe, and so here are some of my grocery lists, and I bring my recipes with me. So if you are looking to cook like flourless and to substitute, we want to use coconut oil all the time. Replace all your oils with coconut oil. Replace your sugars with honey. Replace your flours with a coconut flour. We'll show you over here is your quinoa flours. That's what I use all the time is, there we go. We got the quinoa flour. Replace it with that. And then flax seeds. You can put your flax seeds when I talk about smoothies. The flax seeds have your protein in it, your antioxidants in it. And
yeah, you use these chia seeds?
There's those chia seeds. We always talk about if you're a vegan, it is a replacement for protein also. So over here for you pasta lovers, okay, I always talk about the brown rice pasta. Why do we talk about the brown rice pasta? It's because your body digests it better. So up here in this shelf of Kroger, you are going to find all the brown rice pastas. They're not gooey, they're not sticky. They just really digest easily in your system. It breaks down. But look at the selection you have. You have lentil, you have pea, you have so many choices. You don't have to go with white pasta. Then you have gluten-free for you guys that have gluten allergies. If you cannot tolerate tomatoes or the marinara sauces, don't use them. Mix your own kind of sauces. But then we go down here to all the other oils and things like you can use your dressings. You have to really be careful, guys, in the sugars that you will see in them. So use like down here a vinaigrette, okay? So this is like we talk about the apple cider, vinegar. This is the organic vinaigrette. It is low in calorie, and look, it is only 2 grams of sugar. Always read the labels, guys. Turn it around. Look at your sugars that are in there. So Erica's got like
this. This is one of my son's favorites. I can get him to eat anything with this stuff. So I was checking the label now that we're like paying attention.
So what does the label say there?
All right. So total carbs is 1 gram.
1 gram of carb.
1 gram of carb. Not bad. Sugars 0.
Okay, so there you guys go. So to
protein is also 0, so it doesn't count towards your protein.
Let's see.
But nice little cheat for him. He's 15 and it's not so easy.
See? All right, so if you're looking to do like a tuna salad, a chicken salad, you're making it up on a Sunday night, use the sriracha that Erica just picked up.
If you like a little spicy,
yes,
bite.
And then so it takes the mayonnaise out of there. All right, so we're going to go over here to our other aisles of sugars. If you are looking for almond milk, is in this section. Make sure you get unsweetened. We want to get unsweetened because if you compare the calories and the sugars, the one right beside it is sweetened. Look at the calories. There's 80 calories versus 30 calories. Okay, so that's just the sugar content in that, and honestly you really can't tell the difference in it. So we're going to look at the sugars and compare both of those. So this is what you're using when you do your smoothies.
It's total carbs. Look at that. There's huge difference.
So when you're picking up your almond milk, guys,
Sugars.
look at the difference. All it is, it's about label reading, just being really careful about what you pick up. So I want to show you where the sugars is. Again, this is Kroger, and our Kroger, look at this. It gets wiped out on Sundays. Everybody is meal prepping, they're doing their, shopping. But, Eric and I were talking about your green teas. And when I talk about a green tea, I am actually talking about your green tea like this. It's your super antioxidant, and your kombucha, you guys hear me talk about that all the time. And again, that's over here too. But I heard somebody talk to Erica about the prepackaged ACV, apple cider vinegar. Be careful of the sugar. So this is your kombucha. It is so good for you. But look at the calories in it, guys. You have to be, yes. You have to be really careful of what you're picking up. Even though, this is really good for you, but it has to be really like an organic, a homemade, fermented kombucha. These prepackaged, you have to be so careful of those sugars that you're picking up. So
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing in here is realizing just because you're in the organic section and everything is supposed to be holistic and good for you, that if you're on low carb, a lot of this still can't happen. You got to create it from scratch. It's always best to do that. I just don't do prepackaged.
Yeah.
I just don't like anything to do with processed, or I want total control.
Yep, exactly. So we picked up this bag of kale salad also. And so Erica and I were looking at these prepackaged salads. So actually this is the one that I use every week. And it has only 2 grams of sugar in it. It's got some protein and...
It's only got 1 gram.
1 gram.
One should take away.
Yep. Oh, there you go. 1 gram.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
And protein's 3 grams?
3 grams protein. So grill some chicken. It's easy. Just throw it in the grill or just put it in the oven, bake it, and take it to work. Put it in a cooler and take it to work. So that's one meal that you have. Let's see. Now for breakfast. Some of you guys, I will show you one of the things you can have for breakfast is really not on this aisle. Oh, we're walking and walking. The oats is what I eat, but they are carbs because I burn a lot during the day. So we're going to take you to the produce section real quick. You're just going to walk with us. This is Kroger, so we want to teach you guys how to shop, how to eat.
You want to show them what that section is? Just in case y'all haven't been in the organic section.
So these are the nuts you can prepackage. If you have walnuts and almonds during the day, it is a good, satisfying snack for you. Okay, so here we go in Kroger and the organic veggies. So organic just means that it doesn't have a lot of chemicals on it, and you are just staying on the outer premises of the grocery store. Okay, so we want to put the cleanest food in our bodies that we can. For me, Brussels sprouts is the biggest thing, and here's some right here, and they're packaged. You can just take those and roast them in the oven. I don't think they have any carbs, do they?
2 grams.
2 grams of carb. It's a great veggie for you. your broccoli. You can get your fresh broccoli, you steam it. All this, you guys, you can do the night before. It literally takes 10 minutes. Package it up and go with it. I think broccoli is really low carb.
Okay, so let's teach them about carrots. You think carrots are healthy? They're high in carbs.
If you're
Eat
doing
very little amount of carrots if you're on low carb.
substitute it for your celery. There's your celery. Take your couple stalks with you and pick up some hummus. So if you are in Kroger and you have a Kroger at home, normally the hummus is all the way over there on the wall. Don't go to your Starbucks, but that's where that is here.
Unless you're getting black coffee.
Yeah, black coffee you can get. Another great one, like Erica's going to have a little get together at her house. We're going to do some low carb recipes.
This is my secret for doing no potatoes. It's a rutabaga, and I will tell you, it's a pain to cut up. I'm not.
How do you cut that, Erica?
Well, first you have to carve off the outside. At least I do. I'm not a professional by any means. I do like to cook. So I just carve off the end. It takes like a real knife. This is not an easy cutting job. But in the end, they taste just like potatoes. And they are a replacement that is awesome. You don't have to feel guilty about having something that's like a potato.
How do you fix it?
You just cut it up just like, I use a lot of soups, like Zuppa Toscana. You can have that on low carb. It's the potatoes that wipe you out. So this replaces all my potatoes.
Excellent.
I've never made mashed potatoes out of it. Usually diced in a soup is how I replace rutabagas with my potatoes.
Wow. The next thing is cauliflower. So no carbs in cauliflower. I am going to toss that in some buffalo sauce, some sriracha sauce. You roast it. It is delicious. A little hotness burns your metabolism, gets it going. So over here is where we talk about the pre-packaged salads versus getting your greens. So there are so many to choose from now. So the kale and the spinach is what gives you the most vitamin K, vitamin A. It gives you so many nutrients to help fight those bugs. So it is best if you can just grab your spinach and your kale off. Because Erica and I were looking at these over here. So she's going to show you what...
Package. All right, let's just pick one.
Okay.
So you would think avocado and ranch, because avocado and ranch are both low carb, right? Because you can typically have those with control. Total carbs in this is 17 grams. Once you remove your dietary fiber, you end up at 20% of the daily intake.
That's a lot,
grams.
guys.
That's a lot. A lot of people are only doing 20% in
And
their total.
Does it say how many servings is in that? Is that...
Let's see. Wow, they said serving size is one salad.
Okay.
So that's like a total meal replacement, I would assume.
So whenever you're looking at your prepackaged, it's your carbs and your sugar if you are looking to lose weight at this time of year, okay? So
one reason is because it has carrots in it.
It has carrots in it. That's your carbs.
Corn in it. Corn and carrots are bad carbs.
So that's going to drive those carbs out. The best thing to do is, again, get your spinach and your kale mixture over there. And then you're going to just come over here, grab an avocado, guys. I'm sure, you can take a knife with you to work. An avocado a day is a healthy fat, okay? So pick up a couple of avocados, take them, put them with your little tomato tomatoes, okay? And see, there's your avocado. Healthy, really. You can eat so many avocados and lose weight.
Yes.
Low carb. And here is your zucchini and squash. So that requires a little bit of work. If you cut up your zucchini and squash, steam them, that's your veggies, and then come over here for your green beans. I'll tell you an easy way to fix these green beans is you can put them in a pan and just saute them with like olive oil, balsamic vinegar. It is the best. So your green beans, your squash, and if they have them pre-cut. So in your Kroger, if you have a Kroger, everything, all of these are good for you. I do. I eat the stuffed mushrooms a lot.
I love mushrooms. Yeah,
And-
for those that are not like cutting back heavy meat, like I just did. I'm on the 3rd day of the detox, so just now able to put in protein. I replaced my proteins with portobello mushrooms.
There
It's
you
kind of
go.
like a meat.
Yes, it is. So, like Erica's doing, she's doing the detox. Be careful what you put in your body on that next day that you're incorporating food. You want it to be the best to fuel your body as it has cleaned itself out and what you're putting in it. So,
All right, so they put bread in here. This would have been great, except for they put bread in here, so this is actually 7 grams of carbs.
see?
Gotta watch the prepackaged.
Yep.
I can make
So-
this easily for 2 grams.
Yep. So over there is your mushrooms over there. You just stuff them yourself. But if you don't want to cut your veggies,
Yeah, those are awesome.
they're all just pre-cut, nothing added to them. Makes it super easy for you to grab and go. We were talking about sugars. So some fruit is more sugars than others. What my go-to is every single day is actually apple. I have an apple at 10 o'clock, or I will do my celery. Those are my go-tos, and then I always do my blueberries. So what else do you want to show them, Erica?
I think that's it in this section. And I live by zucchini and squash.
Yep, there's.
Squash you have to watch, but zucchini's great.
So here's the eggplant. I do probably an eggplant once a week also.
All right, so what do you do with this?
Okay, so what you do with the eggplant, you slice off the top, you slice off the bottom, and then you just slice it. The key with the eggplant, it has a ton of water in it. So it's very, very hydrating. So like cauliflower, when I make my cauliflower pizza crust, the key also to eggplant, you have to get all the water out of it. So you slice it up, and for an hour it sits on paper towels to get all the wild water out.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is a new one I'm going to have to add.
Yes, and you
I
just
haven't cooked
roast
much
it.
with them.
Put salt and pepper and roast it.
And you make like pizzas and use it as the crust.
No, not eggplant.
You can't? Oh, I thought I saw that.
No, well, I have to look that up, Erica.
I think I got
I've
recipes for that. Haven't tried it. I didn't say it was good.
I do my cauliflower pizza crust. It's delicious. So, of course, here's all your apples.
Are there any apples better than another?
No, pick any apple you want.
There you go.
Green apples they put in smoothies just because it adds a little tartness to it. But here's all your avocados. Up your mango, guys. Here's a good one too, but I'm not sure actually how many carbs are in mangoes, to tell you the truth. So we'll take y'all for a little troll back here to the meat section, and this is my next stop after I've done all my veggies. So this is how I do my grocery shopping on Sundays. It's just a lot more fun with Erica today. So whoops, there's my finger. Whoops.
Oh, there we are. There we are.
So we're going to walk you back here, and normally just make your grocery list up before you come to the store. You're not wandering around. You know exactly what you need for all those recipes and everything. So we're going to take you back here to the meat case. Okay. So I always have fish probably 2 times a week just because of your omega-3s. So this is where you want to be sort of a little bit careful too. You want to get the wild caught. And let's see if they have any today.
Wild cod fillets right here. Now those are seasoned.
That's okay.
That's good?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. You can get your wild caught cod today. Most of the salmon is farm raised today, but I always do shrimp too. So here's your shrimp. Always get some of those. So I'll do a shrimp, and your cod that's over here seasoned. Also, if you have a Kroger, you know the most fantastic thing they have is It's easy prep. They put it in a bag for you and they'll season it with anything you want and you just pop it in the oven. It's so easy. They put it in an oven ready bag, pop it in, and it is good to go.
Well, and if you're trying to watch cholesterol for those people that have high blood pressure, stay away from the shrimp. Out of all seafood, it's the highest. I learned this after my husband had a massive heart attack. So he is no longer allowed to have shrimp.
Ah, that is good to know. So stay with a sort of a raw caught salmon or other fish. Be careful with that. Next thing is, it'll just be easier to show you guys in the case instead of going all the way to the back, is the way I do my chicken. If you really want some flavor, is season it in olive oil, some Worcestershire, and some balsamic vinegar overnight. It is so flavorful. You can put some sriracha in there for a little bit of hot, but things like this, probably not the best. If you're doing low carb, you don't want to have all the bread and the filling. But if you are doing, like, here's one, looks like it's seasoned with like some kind of chili pepper, paprika stuff, that's good. This one is stuffed with asparagus.
And cheese, it looks like.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I use that. And here's your fajitas. So you can do that, put it in a crock pot. I do that once a week too. Just get all your veggies, your chicken, put it with some taco seasoning, and it's good to go. It's awesome.
Yep.
So here are some really good ideas for you guys. Just, you know, it's all about being the healthiest for you. Not every diet is good for everybody, but it's about being healthy and eating what is right for you. So, is there anything else we need to show them, Erica?
How about we go over, because everybody needs a steak while they're living on this. Steak people, and there's definitely leaner steaks than others. So
Okay.
what steaks would you suggest?
Okay, so here are the steaks in the case. Sometimes they're sort of pretty expensive. Honestly, guys, to tell you the truth, my whole life, I have never enjoyed meat.
Wow! There's a secret. Okay, so rely on meat. You want to be on the sirloin side of things, lean. You can kind of look at it and tell. Ribeye tastes the best. Why? Look at all those fat curls in it. You can see them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to hurt you. That's a no-no. So stay over on your sirloin. You can even cut out the fat on those corners and then London broil. It's all good.
So what do you usually fix when you fix a steak?
I mean, I grew up in Texas, so steak is everything.
Oh, she grew up in
And,
Texas.
You know, my family's, they're all Texans. They're used to steak. So, you know, we're a master on the grill. So we
Ah.
pretty much, you know, I may sear it on both sides, garlic, butter, olive oil, and then throw it on the grill. You know, I'm doing low carb, so I can do the butter. She just went, ugh, because she's so healthy. She just eats healthy. We're very different. I wouldn't eat half the stuff that's on her plate. My 15-year-old would have a heart attack and he would starve and probably be cheating. So he can survive on mine. She's much better than me.
So we are going to take you around to the other meats. Let's see, this is stuffed pork chop. It's not the healthiest for you,
Yeah,
sorry.
all that breading.
Yep. So against the back wall here is you just pick out your own meats. That's what I do. I have done a Whole 30 chili that's in the crock pot as we speak. So these pork loins
That are already done.
Yeah, let's see what the
I have no idea.
You really have to watch the sodium in them, guys.
So sodium is 640.
It's a lot.
Total carbs, it's actually really low. I'm actually
Yeah,
surprised it's only 1
pork.
gram and 19 grams of protein. But so it really comes down to sodium because once it's wrapped like this, it's got a processing element.
Yeah, so we want to try to go with, they have other packaged pork over here. I'll do a pork once a week too. And if you get it where it's not packaged like that, pork is actually really lean. It's really good for you. So
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Pork tenderloin.
So this one I just put in the oven.
0, guys.
That's the difference in prepackaged and just packaged meat. Okay, so pork is really not bad for you. They say it's the other white
Tenderloin.
meat. So get the tenderloin. That's a really good thing. The next thing Erica and I are going to take you down is the yogurts. I think this is where a lot of us, you know, sort of don't read the label really well, okay? So yogurts tend to have a lot of sugar. So when I tell you to put Greek yogurt in a smoothie, make sure it is less than 9 grams of sugar, because then you lose the value of it. So I'm going to show you some of the yogurts that some of you might pick up and might not notice how much sugars are in them. And I'll show you which one that I usually get. So when we come to Kroger, would you get a little overwhelmed with the yogurts? Look at the whole back wall is yogurts, okay? So if you're in a hurry, you're going to grab and go, right? Well, that's not the best thing to do. So just pick up any of them, like Erica, you think,
so I saw this the other day as a new thing. I don't know, this brand seems to sell itself as all natural.
It's yeah, and it's all about marketing and packaging, guys.
Yeah, so you have to watch that. Wow. And I need glasses, and I have 15/20 vision. They're making sure you can't read the label. Maybe that's why the thing's so small. Okay, let's see. Get out my big girl glasses. Strogo here. Alright, so 5 grams of protein. Total carbs. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm reading it right.
Yeah.
16 grams.
Yes. Yeah, so the cute little packaging, guys, is not the best. So when I say use Greek yogurt in a smoothie, usually for me when I am picking up is I'm either picking up this one, but some of them have protein in it. Again, their selection has been wiped out from yesterday. So
And basically, if it has fruit in it, you want to stay away from it and add the
Yes.
fruit yourself.
you want
That's
to do
where
the
they pack in a lot of sugars for flavor. They want you to come back and be addicted to sugar.
right. So what is that one?
So this one is 23 grams, but dietary fiber wipes it all out to 0.
Okay.
Sugar is
so
21 grams.
actually the healthiest one to get that you don't want a lot of stuff added to is this one right here.
Ah, interesting. So this is with strawberry. They don't have the plain, huh?
Yeah, let's see what.
Let's see
well, they
what's-
do. They have the plain right here.
Okay, so let's compare these two.
Yes.
All right, so sugars, 11 gram. Total carbs, 13 gram.
What's the plain one though that we use for our smoothies?
So total carbs, only 7 grams. And sugar, 7 grams. So yeah, big difference between plain and add the strawberries yourself.
And then they have the dairy free over here too, guys. If you guys are dairy intolerant,
I wonder how that
those.
tastes. So this would be dairy free because it's silk, right? Is this
Right.
the one you would suggest?
I had never tried it, honestly, guys. I have not tried that one.
Me neither.
This Ripple up here would be
7 grams.
interesting because this Ripple comes in pea milk. It is so good for you, and it is if you are vegan. I love the Ripple pea milk. It is so good. So I have not seen their.
So it's less in sugar, but funny, it's actually more in carbs.
So it just depends on what you guys are going for. For me, I would eat that and I would take that. So that would be my snack.
Funny, they seem to be low. It's popular.
Yeah. So you can tell what's been wiped out and people reading it. But this is the yogurt aisle. Be careful of the ones that you get. There are good eggs. I eat 3 eggs a day. I'll take some and I'll take them to work. Now, we are in Kroger, so My other store I go to is Trader Joe's, and I do not use butter anymore. I use ghee. So Kroger does not have ghee. I don't know why they haven't hopped on that ghee thing yet, but Erica wanted to show you if you are having a bit of a sweet tooth.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh.
So, one of my friends started me eating low carb because she literally went from a size 18 to a 6 in just about a year and a half. Now, for 8 years, it's been her total life. So, reality is you're going to have that sweet moment. The difference is you can't have it every night. But you can have it once a week once you get where you want to be. And this is how she gets away with it. Halo ice cream.
Hey.
This is her secret getaway. Now she's totally low carb, so this only has 5%.
How many sugars are in there?
6 grams.
Oh, 6
So there's
grams
your
of
secret.
sugar.
I will tell you, it's not exactly like ice cream, but it's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And every flavor is
Heard
different.
it's really
so you
good.
want to watch them. They go from 400 calories to like 250, depending on the flavor.
Is the soy one beside that one, Erica? Is there like a
Let's see.
soy?
I don't know that they do. Now here's a new brand. I don't know how that works. Simple Truth. What do you think of their brand? I see it a lot. I haven't done enough research.
Oh yeah, I use Simple Truth, but it depends on what you're getting.
I don't see soy. You may find some different things at Trader Joe's.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is your tutorial for today. So Erica and I are going to leave you with a couple of tips. For one, it's all about the lifestyle. Okay, so like Erica said, I do a little bit of a different lifestyle than she does. It doesn't mean like one versus the other. It's all about
Well, all you gotta do is look at her. If you can be that disciplined, you get to look like her. If you want to be not disciplined in real world and eat real food, you can follow me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I could only wish to be her. Little skinny thing over here.
Gosh, she's a hoot, guys. So, all right. So we're talking to you about just healthy living. Do the best that you can. Make the right choices, and it's all about read the labels. See what you're putting in your body. Okay, cancer is real. Disease is real. It's all about what you fuel in your body. You put junk in, you're going to get junk out.
Yep.
So try to put the best in that you can. We hope you guys have an awesome, amazing Monday, and that you have enjoyed us today. Because we want your day to be as bright as it can be. See you later.